We were discussing this topic in yesterday's live stream, that why King of the Table has not announced any more matches for the King of the Table 4 event on June 25th, except for the Devon versus Levan match, because the event is less than 1 month away and they've announced only one match, and they're already selling pay-per-views for the next event as well. So announcing the matches was necessary, and there you go. Just about 1 or 2 hours ago, we got an email from Core Sports about 2 other super matches as well. So welcome to the video, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News. For the slightly impatient and busy ones, the matches are Irakli ZIRAKASHVILI versus Marcio BARBOZA and Corey West versus Alex Kurdecha. So it is also in some sense East versus West event, because Devon, Marcio and Corey are from the western side, and eastern side Levan, Irakli and Alex. So these are the matches. Let's discuss them in detail. Devon versus Levan, I don't think we need to discuss much about that, because there are hundreds if not thousands of videos already about that match on the internet. But one thing can be interesting, the rule set. Devon versus Levan was signed under the previous rule set, straight to strap rule after 30 seconds. That rule has now been removed from King of the Table rules. So it will be interesting to see that the other two matches will be under this auto strap rule or normal rules as they should be. That will be interesting to know. Let's talk about the next match, Irakli ZIRAKASHVILI versus Marcio BARBOZA. So both are at a similar weight. I think they will both show up at around 105 kilos if there is not a weight cap, and Irakli pulls top roll. Marcio can pull anywhere. He can press, he can hook, he can top roll. King of the Table has loose rules. So loose rules I think will favor Marcio BARBOZA, because he has a lot of elbow fouls, or maybe not. Maybe not, because we have seen that Marcio, when you give him loose rules such as WL, he still fouls out even under those rules. He constantly lifts his elbow, flying elbows, and still gets fouled out. But when you give Marcio strict rules, East versus West rules, or even WAF rules, he performs well there. He knows that those elbow fouls will not be tolerated, so he performs under a strict manner. So maybe I'm not so sure if it is going to help Marcio or not. Common opponents. If we try to find common opponents, I think latest opponent is Toddzilla Todd Hutchings. Todd defeated both of them. He defeated Marcio 3-2 in 2019 and Irakli very recently, less than a week ago, about 2 weeks ago. We can say that Todd Hutchings is stronger now compared to 2019. Maybe he will beat Marcio BARBOZA easier than what he did in 2019. After 2019 match, Todd Hutchings told us that he was not even able to close his hand after he went home. So it was a really difficult match for him. I think Irakli can top roll Marcio for sure, but can he finish him for 3 times? This is a doubtful thing for me. And I don't think that Marcio will be able to hook Irakli straight away. That is going to be a difficult task, but Marcio can go back as well. He can match Irakli's top roll, Irakli's back pressure and posting style top roll. So this is going to be an amazing match. Very long rounds. I don't think there will be any flash pins, but I would favor Marcio BARBOZA in that match. Now Corey West versus Alex Kurdecha. Michael Todd was suggesting this match. He was saying that Corey West, it is an unpopular opinion, but Corey West can beat Alex Kurdecha. I think he said it about 4 or 5 months ago, and at that time everyone was saying that this is just delusion, it cannot happen, no chance, because at that time Alex Kurdecha was nearly unbeatable. Nobody was beating him. But right now we have seen that Dave Chaffee found a way to beat him. That the way to beat him is not only this flop press, but you can also top roll him if you have a really strong hand. If we look at Alex Kurdecha's losses, he lost to Krasimir Kostadinov like this with a flop press. He lost to Ongarbayev in a very similar way, like this with a flop press. He lost to Dave Chaffee with a top roll. So can Corey West do any of those things? Can he do this flop press? I don't think Corey can. Can Corey West top roll Alex Kurdecha? I don't think he can. So this is why I believe that Alex Kurdecha should win this match 6-0 unless Corey West finds a new style to beat him, which Dave Chaffee did. Dave Chaffee found out or proved to us that you can top roll him and beat him. Right now Alex seems to be unhookable. But can Corey West find a new way, prove that there is a new way also to hook him and beat him? Then I'll be really surprised, but I don't think it is going to happen. Only way for Corey to beat him is to hook him and beat him, because it is really difficult to survive without top rolling him and without giving your own wrist. If you want to save your own wrist from getting top rolled, you need to go for the top roll as well. If you're going for the hook, it is going to be really difficult. So that's about it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name is Pradeep and I thank you so much for watching.